Welcome to Key Tech. Please describe this channel if you are interested in today's video. In order to prevent the export of high-end technology to China, the United States has worked hard behind the scenes. Now China has also begun to find countermeasures and started to fight back, which put the United States in a difficult situation. China has also taken many measures to deal with the United States' obstructive attitude towards China's chip industry and the development of high-end technology. Just recently, the Ministry of Commerce of China issued a new announcement stating that 139 technologies will be restricted or banned. The most important thing is to strengthen international technical cooperation and create positive conditions. Among the technologies restricted and banned by China, the most critical is photoelectric silicon wafers. This move just stuck the neck of the United States. Since the trade war that began in 2018, China and the United States have launched a fierce competition in chip research and development. China turned its attention to August last year, and the chip bill promulgated by the United States is even more blatantly aimed at suppressing the development of China's chip field. The United States has used huge subsidies as a temptation to attract countries to cooperate with the United States, and hopes that countries can build factories in the United States to revitalize the local chip industry chain in the United States. Among them, TSMC, located in Taiwan, China, chose to build a factory in the United States, and led a large number of technical personnel and invested nearly $40 billion to build a factory in the United States. However, TSMC made it clear that it did not bring TSMC's core and most advanced technology to the United States. Just 2 months later, the U.S. Department of Commerce once again stated that it would implement strict control measures for Chinese semiconductor products. And for suppressing the development of Chinese chips, the United States feels that it is not enough to rely on its own strength, and it has joined forces with Japan, South Korea, and Taiwan to organize a wafer alliance. Just recently, the United States and other countries signed a mysterious agreement and agreed to restrict the export of related equipment to China. The Chinese side has expressed firm opposition to this, but the parties do not intend to disclose the details of the agreement. The Japanese government's response also proves that the agreement reached by the United States, Japan, and the Netherlands is an agreement to set restrictions on Chinese chips. Based on the relationship between Japan and the United States, it is not uncommon for Japan to choose to participate in China's chip war, but it is a pity that the attitude of the Netherlands has changed. Until January 30th, the Foreign Minister of the Netherlands also promised in a phone call between the two countries that he would seriously handle the relationship with China. In less than a day, the Netherlands changed its statement, complied with the treaty with the United States, and prohibited the sale of DUV lithography machines to China. This change in attitude is very regrettable. Until January 19 this year, the Minister of Foreign Trade of the Netherlands stated that the Netherlands would never rashly follow the United States in restricting the export of Chinese chips at will. However, judging from the current situation, the former rhetoric of the Netherlands is no longer credible. It is not difficult for China to see that the United States has really worked hard behind the scenes in order to achieve its own goals. Regarding this domineering behavior, China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs said that it will insist on moving towards the road of independence. However, China is very clear that facing external pressure will only make China more determined to follow the path of independent research. Regarding the development of science and technology, China's attitude is more to hope that it can firmly hold the core technology in its own hands and cultivate a large number of talents who are willing to invest in research and development. Only then will you have more confidence to face it. Therefore, in recent years, although China has entered the development of the chip field later than other countries, China has still invested a lot of technical personnel and capital costs to catch up with the pace of technological development in the world. China has already achieved self-sufficiency in mid to low-end chips, and will not give up on the research and development of high-end chips. The research and development of lithography machines is urgent, so the birth of the first domestic 28 nanometers lithography machine is also a very good start. And China will go further in the future. In addition to improving the pace of China's development in the field of science and technology, the Chinese government is also actively responding to the unreasonable behavior of the United States, starting to revise relevant technology export restrictions and counterattacking its domineering behavior. China knows that the development of science and technology in the whole world is now pointing to new energy, among which solar energy accounts for half of the new energy, and China's photovoltaic technology is at the forefront of the world. Therefore, for the restrictions on the production of silicon chips for solar cells, this operation directly hits the shortcomings of the United States. The revision of the technology export restrictions this time also includes the industrial chain of rare earths. We must know that China has the world's largest rare earth reserves and rare earth production capacity. Faced with such a situation, the United States and Europe obviously want to break this situation as soon as possible, and can only say that they will reduce their dependence on China. But until 2022, the report shows that China's rare earth resources have accounted for 70% of the world, which can be said to be a monopoly. Of course, the United States also knows that rare earths are their own shortcomings, and they don't know what measures will be taken in the future to take action in this regard. No matter what the situation is, China will face it with a positive attitude, and China will not relax in the development of science and technology. There is still a long way to go in the future. Let us wait and see together.